Today is Monday. There's nothing you can do about that, so enjoy the day. Today is Monday, the 23rd of June, 2014. This is Wayne Goldsboro Television. I'm Wayne Alley.
I'm Donald Sutton.
He is. There's nothing we can do about that either. So there you go. Hey.
That's true. How was your weekend?
It was good. How about you?
I'm still here, so that's what matters.
Well, this is good news. I'll tell you, the weather was so hot some days last week, man. It was just outrageously hot. Upper 90s and all that. We didn't get a whole lot of relief. But over the weekend, it kind of cooled off a little bit, and we're happy about that.
Teensy bit.
Yeah, teensy bit. Okay.
You know, we were talking about hurricanes last Friday.
Yeah.
And no hurricanes yet this season, thankfully, but the weather this season has been just stop and go.
You know, it has. You're right. It's been all over the place. In fact, we have been several days recently near record-breaking temperatures. The weather, though, and it's good that you mentioned that, the last several years we have had either a storm kick up prior to even before hurricane season opened. We'd have a tropical storm or something pop up somewhere. I don't think we had that this year.
Yeah.
We didn't have that this year.
Thankfully.
All right. Who's on today's program?
Let's see. Today we have United Way, and then we have another guest, but you got to stick around to find out that one.
All right. Ooh. Very good. United Way. Catherine LaHoya.
Yeah.
Catherine LaChaux brought in
Mr. KIRK Keller.
Yeah, she did. And anyway, you will not want to miss this. This is going to be fun. Okay, we're going to be talking about United Way, of course, and Catherine LaChaux doing a great job. And I'll tell you what, she has a lot of perseverance because it was an interesting interview, let's put it that way, okay? Coming up, let's see, today is the 23rd. Today at the Senior Center, there's a caregiver class this afternoon at 5:30, caregiver class. And the topic will be physiology of aging, will be the discussion. Also, this morning they have choir practice. They've got the Social Security office hours this morning. Will be opening at 10 o'clock at the Senior Center. They'll have the Bible study 10:30, bridge group 1 o'clock, intermediate line dancing this afternoon beginning also at 1 o'clock. Beginner line dancing. If you've always wanted to learn to line dance, here is your opportunity at 2 o'clock this afternoon, but you got to be 60 and older, okay? If you're a young'un, don't even try. Hey. But you got to be 60 and older. And once you go to the Senior Center, you'll want to make it a regular habit. 20 floor exercise at 6 o'clock this evening. Anyway, there's always something going on. In fact, here's the calendar, and I know you can't see this on camera, but if you'll notice, every day is filled in. There's something always going on at the Senior Center.
That's true.
Yeah.
I was looking at that a little bit beforehand.
Yeah, always something going on. All right. What you got?
Let's see here. We have the Arts Council of Wayne County is doing a 2014 summer art camp.
Oh, that's good.
And every week they have something new. So let's see here. Today is the 23rd.
Mm-hmm.
So today they are starting week 4, which is Adventures in Europe and then OBX or Bust. And they'll be taking the children on little enjoyable art journeys from 9 to 12.
I think that's Outer Banks.
Yes,
OBX,
it is.
Right?
It is.
Okay.
It says right there.
Watch your paper there.
Watch my paper.
Your paper's green.
It's floating away.
Okay. How did that happen?
Ooh.
Okay. Okay, and I did that. I brought that over here.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, one other thing from the Senior Center here. The hours at the Senior Center, 7:30 every morning, Monday through Friday, and then they open at 10 o'clock on Saturday morning. Open until 8:30 every night, except Wednesday, 6 p.m. they close, and 2:30 on Saturday afternoons they'll close.
There's some great stuff over there.
Oh yeah, man,
Oh my
it is
gosh.
it's a great place. If you're 60 and older, that's the place to be.
I'm 17 and I love to go there and whenever we're
well,
filming things.
Hey, not a chance.
Hey,
not a while.
I can't stay there after.
All right, what else you got?
What else? Let's see here. I also have this Friday. We are having the Stage Struck Stars program over at the Paramount Theater. That's going to be at 7 p.m. Friday, June 27th. It's 1st to 6th graders. They put on a little summer camp, and then they have a performance at the very end of it. It's a wonderful program.
Right.
It is 40 kids in this program.
40?
40.
Whoa.
Hey.
Anyway, that's at the Paramount, did you say?
El Paramount Teatro.
Yeah, whatever you said. Right. Okay.
Tickets are $9.
$9.
And you can contact the Paramount if you want to get those.
Paramount, or yeah, Paramount at goldsboroparamount.com. Mm-hmm. All right, let's go now to our interview with Catherine LeChot and friend. Today we welcome folks from the United Way of Wayne County, United Wayne. Catherine LeChot is with us. What do you do?
I'm the Community Engagement Manager.
I knew that. She's the Community Engagement Manager. That's for people who are recently engaged in doing things for Wayne County United Way.
Yes.
What do you think?
I like it. I'm with you.
All right, then
we got her caught between us.
I know. This guy over here, of course, everybody or most people know KIRK Keller. And KIRK is you're a little bit of everything. Actually, KIRK is.
I like that.
Thank you. Thank you. KIRK is, of course, is with Wayne Community College, but he's also in the middle of everything else. You were with the Historical Association.
That's correct.
With United Way, Wayne.
Yes.
And
Cliffs of the News State Park.
Cliffs of the News, and so many other things. You're just a busy guy.
I try to. It keeps me out of trouble.
It does. It does. It's not working, but it tries.
Well,
anyway.
Sounded good.
It sounded good at the time. Anyway, today we want to talk about, what do we want to talk about?
Our benefit concert, United Way's benefit concert.
United Way's benefit concert. Now, who benefits from this?
The community, because United Way has our 12 community partners and over 20 programs that we help to fund.
Right.
And so the benefits from this benefit concert, the proceeds, go back to United Way.
United Way of Wayne County, in fact, United Way is about 80 years old, starting out as a community chest a long time ago, right?
Yes.
A long time ago. I was only that tall at the time, about 80 years ago. But anyway, it's been around a long time. It's had a few changes, but the purpose has remained the same, and that is to help organizations within the community. And almost all of that money stays here in Wayne County, and it stays here in Wayne County helping organizations get through the things that oftentimes they have trouble getting through.
Well, and ultimately, you know, it helps people that you probably know. It helps scouts, Boys and Girl Scouts, American Red Cross, if you know someone who's had a fire or, you know, an family emergency and they're in the armed forces. We help to fund that program, Boys and Girls Club, Communities in Schools, Partnership for Children. I mean, the list just goes on.
It goes on and on.
So the likelihood that you know someone who's benefited from a United Way funded program is probably pretty good.
Very true. I think I heard the number at one time that 1 out of 4, 1 out of 5 people in Wayne County, 1 out of 5 people in Wayne County have benefited in some way directly from a United Way funded organization.
Correct.
That's a lot of people.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. All right, now tell me about the benefit.
So the benefit concert, you have probably heard of Stephen Freeman. This is his 4th year coming. He is a world-renowned Elvis tribute artist.
And when you say world-renowned, you are not kidding. This guy is amazing.
Yep, I've already had 2 people call the office wanting, they don't want just any tickets, they want front row tickets.
Oh boy.
And you know, they're very serious about their Stephen Freeman encounters.
Well, this is how many times? 4th time?
4th time.
Now, there's a reason that he's been here 4 times, and it's not because you keep asking him to come back. It's that people call and say, we want Stephen Freeman to come back. Is that true?
Yes, they want. We apparently have a population of Elvis followers here.
Oh, well, everybody loves Elvis.
How can you not love Elvis?
Hey, I love Elvis.
Yeah.
You know, and he's dead, but I still love Elvis. Didn't you hear about that? I guess you did. But Elvis, of course, everybody enjoys Elvis Presley. The music, the times, the history,
and Stephen
the personality.
Really puts on a good show. And he tries to change it up every year because it really wouldn't be fun to see him each year and hear him sing the same songs over and over again. You know, Elvis had so many hits. So this year he told me his spin on the benefit concert will be, I guess it's also 60 years of rock and roll.
Yeah.
So he's doing some more of Elvis's maybe edgier music, you know, mixed with his...
His what?
Well, isn't rock and roll considered edgy? Like edgier?
Oh, at the time, back in the 50s, yeah,
well,
it was
there you
kind of
go.
edgy.
Maybe there'll be more like hip gyrations or something. I don't know.
Shake a leg, that's true.
Yeah. But you know, what you just said, you know, is that he's changing up because people don't want to hear the same Elvis song. Sure they do. I mean, you know, how many times can you listen to Elvis and get tired of it. You can't do that. I can listen.
Know.
It's iconic.
I'm the younger generation.
And the thing is, we're bringing you up to speed.
That's
Thank
right.
you.
That's right.
But I mean, look at it, Wayne. I mean, you got how many different types of Elvises? You've got
You've got the younger Elvis, the slender Elvis,
the
and
one
then
that shocked the nation with the hip gyration on,
from the mid 50s, so
Ed Sullivan
55,
Show.
56, 57, when he really hit.
Yep.
When he really hit it and made it big, and then you have the larger Elvis of the later years, of the early 70s, mid 70s.
Did you see him look at me when he said
I
that?
didn't. No,
You
I
did.
didn't. No, that's not
You
what I'm
did.
saying. No, did I? I didn't mean to.
Maybe I just failed it.
That was a slip of the eye.
It could have been.
Yeah. Okay.
Could have been.
Okay, so I'm going to bring it back to the benefit concert
Oh
now.
yeah. Okay. Right. Bring us back around,
Okay,
full circle.
Let
We're
me bring you
back.
back.
We're back.
Some like little highlights. I'm going to save the best for last, so don't think I'm just glossing over you. Okay.
We
Or
don't need any
Oh
gloss.
look,
Okay.
I've been glossed
So-
quite often.
The quick facts about the benefit concert. It's August 22nd. That's a Friday.
Friday, August 22nd.
Yes. The
That's
VIP.
in August. Go ahead.
You guys are killing me today.
No, we're not. Are you killing her?
Wait till that
Friday.
night.
Yeah, wait till August 22nd.
Friday, August 22nd.
Yeah.
Tickets go on sale July 15th. So don't delay purchasing your tickets. Ticket prices are the same that they've been the last 3 years.
Really?
$35 for VIP, which we have really kicked up our VIP experience this year. It's going to be backstage, and David Wheel is going to be there and give a little historical insider information about the Paramount Theater.
Awesome.
Wow.
Speaking
Yes.
of historical for this town.
Yeah.
And
Awesome.
we're going to have food, drinks like we normally have, and of course you will get your photo opportunity with Stephen Freeman.
There you go.
Well, what
So-
about Wayne Alley?
No. What about Kirk Keller?
Oh,
What about
I'm
Jeff
getting
Holtz?
to that.
Oh.
Oh, yes.
Julie Beck.
Hey.
7:30 p.m.
We have a new Elvis.
We do.
All right. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's a group of Elvi.
Yes.
That's it.
It is.
We're bringing back our local Elvi.
That's
you
right.
might remember them from the first year. 2 of them are sitting here with me today.
A lot of people are trying to forget.
Yes, we are.
Well, we're going to ingrain it in their minds again.
Afraid of that.
So, yes, we have Kirk, Elvi, Elvis, one of the Elvises.
The old fat one. What did you call it? The jeweled one?
Oh, no, Bejeweled.
Bejeweled.
Bejeweled. Yes.
His white, outfit with all the jewels.
That's me.
Bejeweled. That's you. That's you. You're a bejeweled one.
And then there's Kirk.
There's-
Kirk.
Now, Kirk.
There's Wayne.
Yeah.
Yours truly, yes. Yeah. And then there's
There's Jeff.
Jeff.
Holtz,
Jeff Holtz.
And there's Julie Beck.
The new Julie Beck, who is the new president.
She's
the
of
new
Mount
president, Mount
Olive
Olive Chamber. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So
love Julie Beck.
she's joined the crew
Yeah.
Yeah.
of Elvi.
That's great.
It'll be great.
It's going to be great. So, yes, that's at 7:30. Doors open at 7. The VIP experience starts at 6 p.m. But all of this information can be found on the United Way website, which is unitedwayne.org. And tickets are sold exclusively through the Paramount. So you can call them. Don't worry, I know the number. 919-583-8432.
That's right.
Say that one more time. I didn't mean to interrupt.
919-583-8432.
That's
Thank
right.
you. That was great.
Or
Good work.
GoldsboroParamount.com. You can buy your tickets online.
GoldsboroParamount.com. That's absolutely right.
July 15th is when they go on sale.
I guarantee you it'll be a great event. Great laughs. If you remember back, it was the talk of the town. It will be again.
It kind of was. It was a lot of fun. I
It
remember
was.
that.
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember a lot about it,
don't.
but I remember the talk afterwards.
Oh gosh, yeah, the woo-woos and everything.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Anybody that went, you just asked them who the woo-woo girls were.
Yeah, the woo-woo girls. Woo-woo
Yeah.
girls. Anyway, a lot of fun. August 22nd. Tickets go on sale July 15th. GoldsboroParamount.com or 919-735-8432.
No. 919-583-8432.
What was that number again?
Yeah.
919-583-8432.
583-8432.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Hey, we're going to have fun if no one else does.
If no one else does, we still will. And
That's right.
we need to get Jeff and ask him if he's going to have fun.
Oh, gosh, he will.
Yeah, he will. And so will Julie. Looking forward to that. All right.
Bless their hearts.
All right. And if anyone has any questions at all about United Way of Wayne County, you can call Catherine LeChaux at 919-735-3591.
There you have it.
What was that number?
919-735-3591.
There you go. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Love you, meeting.
All right. All right.
Proper lawn care maintenance can be very rewarding. Here is a Wayne County lawn care moment. Fertilization. Phosphorus is your middle number on your fertilizer bag. If you think about it, you got the 3 numbers on a fertilizer bag, like a 10, 10, 10. The middle number is referring to phosphorus. Lime is what changes your soil pH. It helps increase your soil pH. So this is based on your soil test results. Get your soil tested and see where your phosphorus is and where your soil pH is to know whether you need lime or not. It's more effective if you could incorporate it into the soil, but once you've got grass established, you're just going to be spreading it and let it slowly incorporate itself with water, rain, and so forth. Potassium is the last number on your bag. That's based on your soil test results, but most of our sandy soils need potassium. And the reason for that is phosphorus tends to stick to the soil particles really well. So a lot of times if you've added fertilizer, phosphorus is in there. It stays in there for a very long time. Nitrogen will be gone tomorrow. Nitrogen disappears very quickly in the soil. It doesn't stick very well. Potassium's in the middle, but our sandy soils usually need potassium, and that's the last number on the bag. Potassium actually helps with root development. It helps the plant be stronger. So actually when you apply potassium is in August, and this is going to increase the winter hardiness and help that plant, that lawn be stronger throughout the winter and then throughout next year. And it's about 1 pound per 1,000 square feet. So you're looking for some kind of fertilizer that has only the last number on the bag to make this potassium application. You don't want to add nitrogen, which is the first number, in August because that's getting too late. But potassium helps with the winter hardiness. So you're looking for something with just the last number on the bag. So it'd be a 00 something for potassium. Nitrogen. And nitrogen's going to encourage a lot of green growth. So this is why we add it in the summertime, is because that's when the plant's actively growing. We're encouraging a lot of green growth, so we have a green lawn. That's where nitrogen comes in. That's the first number on the bag. This depends on what type of grass you have. I'll give a second for you to write that down if you want it. And then I'll show you a chart. And this chart I'll show you is actually in your publication as far as how to judge how much nitrogen fertilizer to put out. Okay, this chart on page 17. On page 17, yours looks a lot more complicated than this. But I kind of condensed this down to make it easy to show. On page 17, that chart tells you when to fertilize, what type of grass you have, when, and how much. And what you're looking at on page 17,
18.
oh sorry, 18, I apologize. Yeah, page 18. And yep, page 18 there is all your coastal region grasses. And they have 2 different categories for each of these. You see there's fertilization, there's basic, and there's high. You want to go with the basic. High means the more you fertilize, the more you're going to mow. And I'm assuming most people don't want to be mowing all the time. So instead, you're looking at the basic fertilization, just so you're on, a regular routine mowing schedule. And this is based on the basic fertilization. So what you've got here is April, May, June, July, August. That's the time frame that you want to fertilize. You don't want to fertilize in March. You don't want to fertilize in September. You don't want to fertilize too early, too late. This encourages a lot of problems, a lot of disease problems. It makes the grass weaker, so you end up with dieback, dead spots, then weeds come in. This can contribute to a huge amount of problems. So I really push or really stress not to fertilize too early, not to fertilize too late. Stay between this April-August range because that's when it's actively growing and when it wants nitrogen fertilizer. Bermuda, if you've got Bermuda, you're looking at 1 pound of nitrogen per 1,000 square feet. You're looking at 1 pound in April, in June, and August. So every other month during this time frame of April to August, you're applying some type of nitrogen fertilizer to your lawn, if it's Bermuda. Centipede, remember, hates nitrogen. We're just going to say it hates nitrogen. It doesn't like much. Used to, it was a ½ pound in June. They've actually changed this recently to say now 1 pound in May. And that's going to make it easy when we talk about how to calculate this in a minute. So 1 pound in May, that's it with centipede. You fertilize it with nitrogen 1 time, but don't forget this potassium's for all your grasses. If you're looking at just adding potassium, but this is for nitrogen, the first number on the bag. That's the only time you put out for centipede, and that's it. St. Augustine is 2 times, May and August. So you're going to have a total of 2 pounds of nitrogen. And this is all based on 1,000 square feet. So you do need to have an idea of how big your area is. Zoysia, again, same thing, 2 pounds in May and August. If you are letting your grass clippings stay on the lawn, you could reduce this rate by 25% and not have to add as much fertilizer because you're already getting some nitrogen per your grass clippings. Too much nitrogen on centipede, it just doesn't perform well. It just suffers. Instead, where Bermuda, if you add Bermuda, especially like golf courses, or if you want to really mow every other day, you could add nitrogen every month to Bermuda and it'll just grow and grow. Centipede, as soon as you start adding more nitrogen, it's going to start dying back. That's where a lot of the times the dead spots come from and so forth. It just doesn't like it at all. With your turf grade fertilizer, a lot of times you get it's fertilizer, it's for turf. It says, you know, it's for your centipede lawn or your Bermuda lawn. Usually these turf grade fertilizers, part of that nitrogen is in slow release form, and that's good because nitrogen just doesn't stay in the soil long. It's going to disappear very quickly, and you want the most bang for your buck. When you buy fertilizer and you put it out, you want to make sure that plant is soaking up and taking in that nitrogen. So make sure some of it is in slow release form, and like I said, most of your turf fertilizers are in a slow release form. So that way what it does, it slowly releases the nitrogen over a period of time. It doesn't release it all at one time. So it's in those little pellet forms where it'll slowly break down and release just a little bit of nitrogen at a time. And it gives it time for your grass to take it up and make use of it. Again, you know, stress the point, don't fertilize after August. Fertilizing after August, all these plants after August, once that soil temperature starts to drop, they're going to start shutting down and going dormant. If you try to fertilize after August, you say, oops, I forgot, it's September, I'll go ahead and put it out anyway. What you're doing is encouraging green growth when it really should be kind of slowing down, starting to turn brown, going dormant, and it's more susceptible to winter injury. It's going to end up having cold damage in the end. You can pick up your copy of the Carolina Lawn publication from the Wayne County Cooperative Extension Office. The office number is 919-731-1520. I am Jessica Strickland, horticulture agent with the Wayne County Cooperative Extension Office. Thank you for watching.
All right, we're back. Now that was good. Now you have to look over KIRK Keller, which I have trouble doing because he's a lot taller than I am. But anyway, you understand this is going to be a lot of fun. This Elvis thing coming up, August 22nd, the date on that, and we're going to have. They'll be back to tell more about it because it's still kind of in the planning stages.
I tell you what, that guy's just in popular demand around here.
Stephen Freeman is one of the most talented individuals. Now there are people who've never seen him, who say, I'm an Elvis fan, I'm a true Elvis fan, and I'm not going to go watch some guy who thinks he's Elvis. He doesn't come across that way. Stephen Freeman is a talent. He works very hard at his art, and it is an art. He's an impressionist. He's not a duplicator, he's not a copier. He sings, he sounds like Elvis when he sings, but he's not trying to sound like Elvis.
It's just him.
It's just him.
Just him.
And the guy puts on a fantastic show. If you're an Elvis fan, trust me. Tickets are $35 for front seats. You will want to go to this. It is a fantastic show. The first year he was here, it sold out. Yeah, what you did.
Yeah.
Like that, just like that. Sold out, and it's been sold out ever since. So get your tickets early. You will want to go. You will not want to miss it.
No, and there's going to be, like it was said, special guest stars during this performance.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you may want to miss that. The year was 1868. Ah, yes, I remember it well. Christopher Sholes, S-H-O-L-E-S was his name. He lived in Wisconsin. He applied for and received a patent for his typewriter.
And now, what is this contraption?
It is used to formulate words. This, unfortunately, was too big. It was an enormous machine. It was a bit cumbersome. It was as big as a desk.
Really?
Yes. And you actually put paper inside the thing. You couldn't see what you were typing. You just typed it. See, I remember this. Ooh. You put the paper, you opened it up, put the paper in, and then started pounding away at letters. Well, that didn't work too well. And Mr. Remington came along and turned it into a more practical object of ease. And it became quite popular after that. And of course, you know now what we have. We have the keyboards and all that stuff. But it started with a guy named Sholes, 1868, a long time ago.
Think what they would have done if they had autocorrect back then. Ooh, the E's.
I can't imagine.
Ooh.
Anyway, birthdays today include Rosetta Hightower. Now, that name may not mean anything to you, but if you've ever heard of the Orlons, a singing group, they did Wah Wah Tusi, Don't Hang Up, and Down on South Street. Rosetta Hightower, one of the Orlons, is 70 today. Ted Shackelford, the actor, plays Jeffrey Bardwell on Young and the Restless, and his twin brother. He also played Gary Ewing on Knots Landing and Dallas. He is 68 years today.
Okay.
Brian Brown was in the movie Break a Morant, Full Body Massage, Blame It on the Bellboy, and a bunch of other stuff. Cocktail, The Thornbirds, and all these. He's 67 today. One of my heroes, the Honorable Clarence Thomas, Supreme Court Justice, is having a birthday today. He is 66 years.
I tell you what.
Yeah, smart man.
He's still going.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going strong.
Yeah. Frances McDormand, very talented actress. She was Marge Gunderson on Fargo, in Fargo, the movie. She was in Blood Simple, Mississippi Burning, The Wonder Boys, and Almost Famous. She's 57 today, a talented lady. Dwayne Whitaker was in Pulp Fiction, Hobgoblins, a bunch of other stuff. He is 55 today, Dwayne Whitaker. Billy Wirth was in the movie The Lost Boys, Body Snatcher, Space Marines. He's 52. Selma Blair is an actress. She was Zoe in the TV show Zoe, Duncan, and Jack and Jane. She was Vivian in Legally Blonde. Cruel Intentions, Kill Me Later, and all that stuff she was in. She's 42 today. And another one of my heroes, Wilma Rudolph, she passed away some years ago, but she was born this day in 1940, an Olympic Hall of Famer. She won 3 gold medals in track and field. She died in 1994. Wilma Rudolph was born this day in 1940.
My.
Yes. Boy, she was fast, too. I'll tell you what. I guess that's about it for today. We're going to wrap this up. We'll be back Tuesday right here, beginning at 7 a.m. in the morning. The show will repeat at 12 noon, and then again at 5:30 p.m., and then either 8 or 9 o'clock that evening. All right?
Okay.
All right. Until tomorrow, I'm Wayne Alley.
I am not Kim Best. I'm Donald Sutton.
And this is what's happening in your community.